in my life, I've experienced a lot of abuse, unfortunately. I have been physically abused, emotionally abused, mentally abused. There were times when I was beat with a boot. I had a gun held up to my head. There were times I was sexually abused in the relationship. And it was times I was called names, all kind of names. Skinny bees and you name it, they called it. And I remember when I was in those relationships, how low I felt and how worthless I felt. I felt like I would never ever get out. I felt like, I started to even feel like that maybe it was something I did to deserve the abuse. So a lot of times I found myself apologizing for things that I didn't even do just to keep the peace in the relationship. A lot of times when people abuse you, they start, manipulating you, telling you things, to make you feel like if you do this for me, then you wouldn't get abused. Like I wouldn't have to yell at you. I wouldn't have to scream at you if you just do what I asked you to do. And you start to believe that. You start to try to do all these things to please them, but you still get abused. So I know what it feels like. I've been there so many times, unfortunately. And I know how hard it is to get out of those type of relationships. It's not easy, and especially if you love them or you may have kids with the person. It's not an easy thing to do. You just don't wake up one morning and say, I'm just going to get out of this situation. It's a process, and you really have to just pray your way out. I prayed my way out of the situation, and I got, start going to church. I did whatever I had to do to get out of the situation. Family members, whatever I had to do to get out of the situations I was in. Because I was in more than one abusive relationships, unfortunately, because it was like when you have low self-esteem, you tend to attract certain type of people who don't value you and who have sometimes abusive, behavior. It's like when you don't love yourself, people tend to feel like they can just treat you any kind of way. And because you don't love yourself, you accept it. But I just want you to know that it's not okay. It's not okay for somebody to yell and scream at you. It is unacceptable, and you have to know that you're worth more than what they're giving you. You have to know that. I don't care how much they tell you they love you. Love does not hurt. It does not make you cry every night. It does not make you feel worthless. It doesn't belittle you. It doesn't take away your self-esteem. Love makes you better. It makes you feel better about yourself. It's not anything that would destroy your confidence in who you are as a person. So know that there is a way out. When you do get out of the relationship, you can move on with your life. You can someday love again. But first you have to love yourself. That's the most important thing. Love yourself so you don't attract somebody else who does the same thing. So, like I said before, at the beginning of the video, abuse in any form, physically, verbally, or mental abuse, is not okay. It's not acceptable. Don't believe the lies that they tell you. And just learn how to love yourself.